Hello and welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Binkabi and this will be a deck tech with Jeskai Dragons in Modern. So I ported a deck I was playing in Standard to see if it has anything to offer for Modern. First of all, maybe Stormwrath should be Thunder, more Hellkite, maybe we could discuss that, but I don't have any Thundermoss, so basically this is the typical blue, white, red deck. You have your lightning bolts, some counter spells, some lightning helix, electrolyzers and stuff. But instead of relying on sweepers and flash threats and stuff, you have broken dragons instead to just end the game for you. And I think that's a pretty reasonable way to go. Usually in Modern, when I'm playing a slower deck, it's too slow. They're great of getting ahead and dominating the board, but then all of a sudden, well, you're not doing anything and they get to draw more and more cards and eventually kill you. So the differences between the standard version and this is Snapcaster Mages, of course, better removal in lightning bolts and paths. So overall, the spell suit is better. The mana base is also a lot better, so there's that. I decided to run 25 lands. Might be too much, but in my experience, when you're running 4 and 5 drops, you want to hit land drops. With some Serum Visions and stuff, we should be good to go. The dragon spells are the Counterspell and Draconic Roar, and I hope that we will have targets for them. Some one-offs in a Dispel, a Spell Snare, 1 Remand, 1 Lightning Helix, 1 Electrolyze, just for Snapcasters. I'm only running 3 because you don't want to draw too many of those. Trying out a Narset to see if she has anything to offer. Should be easy enough to rebound a Lightning Bolt or Path or whatever. For the sideboard, I've dedicated a lot of stuff to the burn matchups, 3 Firewalkers, 2 Spellskites, a Dispel. Where are you here? Alright. And so forth. So the burn matchup should be pretty good. Against other creature heavy decks, we have Anger of the Gods, we have a Celestial Flare, we have the 3rd and 4th Path, stuff like that. Against Twin, the typical Twin, we have Spellskites, Paths, and you could also bring in Wear Tear if you want to, and a Counterflux, so should be decently prepared for that. For Affinity, we have a Hercules Recall, an Anger of the Gods, 2 Wear Tears, and some Paths if you want them. What else? Graveyard decks, I'm running 1 Rest in Peace and that's it. I'm not really sure how the online metagame is right now, so I've elected just to play 1. They're hurting our own Snapcasters as well, so that's a thing. But if Graveyard become more popular, you could tune it to that. Hexproof, we have the Flare and the Spellskites. Not that much, but it will have to do. I guess Wear Tear works as well. What else? Is there any? And yeah, I guess your typical Abs and Jondish deck, the 1-for-1 decks. You could bring in Rest in Peace. You could bring in the Paths. You could bring in Anger. You could bring in Celestial Flare. It depends on their configuration. But I think this deck, compared to an ordinary Jeskai deck, has a pretty good advantage because of our very powerful draw steps. So yeah, that's the deck, and hopefully we will prevail. Let's see. I'm heading over to the first match right away.